welcome to Three of the Best. We were talking a little bit earlier because it's a rare week this week because all three of our teams have won in the past week. And with that, I think Caleb wants to say something pretty immediate.
Oh man, I I'm buzzing, man. Like the fact that we've been like the thing that I've been saying for the
Two
past
wins. They've won
okay,
twice. You've won twice.
yeah, we've won twice.
Okay,
But
continue.
the thing is though is that when we were watching the beginning of the season and you all were like, man, like this is trash ball. I don't know what's happening. Is he gonna get sacked? The fact that now we're figuring it out, we're playing like if you like I don't know, Raph, if you watched our game, Ben, you watched our
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
I
yeah,
watched the
yeah,
Liverpool
yeah.
game. Yeah,
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 I watched the
like
whole thing.
fully. I fully watched it.
you
Like
fully
Yeah, same.
watched it.
completely. Yeah.
That was a good performance. And
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I haven't seen a lot of those in the past, especially last season,
It was,
even across the entire season.
I'll say this. I mean, it was a solid performance, especially given the occasion and the stage. And I mean, doing it at Anfield is really incredible. But like, and you were saying like, and I know you're going to go into the stats because you love the stats. Liverpool like doubled or tripled Man United's XG, and you watch the game and you're like, if they even finished one of those chances, the thing about Man U is I don't know. I mean, if Liverpool had equaled at 1-1 earlier in the match, I think it would have been a totally different situation. Look, Harry Maguire with his massive forehead. What are you going to say? It was a great match, and you guys did look a little bit tighter, but I feel like Liverpool missed chances that were created also by Man United.
No, yeah, like they hit the post what
Three times, three or
times,
four.
Yeah,
Well,
three
four
times. Yeah,
times,
Gakpo
like
hit it three times himself.
3 times self. Yeah, like obviously, like that obviously like yes, that could have turned the tides, but that's ball right there. Like it happens. I
True.
think that I think that like because like we could say the same thing for like last season, the amount of games that we should have won based, but we had Rasmus up top. And like he couldn't we're putting the ball on the play for him and he can't score. So it's like it's just it's part of the game. I do feel that in terms of like a performance, it would like I'm seeing improvements for the most part week over week, which is what I want to see. I know we're not at the point where I'm not saying okay, we're gonna play. Let's say we play someone at the bottom of the table. We're gonna like Man City or Liverpool them and beat them 3-0 and have it kind of have a game wrapped up before the 60th minute.
Right.
Like I'm not saying that, but I'm starting to see more consistency, control, some level of control, and also like the like clear patterns of play within the system, which I haven't been able to see with like the past few managers. Like
But
even with, like when we had Ten Hag, like a lot of like problem with him is that he was too tactically.
Caleb, one second. Before we get into Eric Den Haag,
so
not a
sorry.
Man U podcast. So, Raph, I do want to
Yeah,
get
let's go to
into
you. Yeah,
sharing
sorry, man.
what's
I was about to
going
get
on
into
with
it.
Liverpool.
I was about to
Hey,
get hot.
listen.
I'm
Brad,
not.
this
I
is how you
know.
know I haven't
Guys,
seen.
I
just you
saw
think,
where
guys.
this was
So
going, and we were.
This is how you know I haven't seen good ball in so long, bro. I don't even know how to act anymore.
Raph,
yeah, I
before
think,
we continue
yeah.
into Eric Den Haag, I mean, the PSG game was wild. I mean, obviously seven. It's incredible the scoreline, but
Seven
yeah,
two, Pacho's first goal for like ever in this whole career.
Yeah,
I
it's crazy.
think defensively, obviously, we're amazing. I'm a bit worried defensively. Obviously, there was the huge like goalkeeper saga with like Dermo leaving to City and then us getting Chevalier, who's see, I watched all the both Champions League and games in Liga. He hasn't been really good. Like he won't come out. He'll like just like stay like a fucking statue. Like he won't move. He won't really dive. Even in the Super Cup in the against Spurs, that second goal, I think it was Van de Ven who scored. Like he was like the ball like rolled right by him, and he just dove too slowly. So a bit worried about him. But then again, last season Donnarumma had like a horrible start to the season, and then in like March just became a different player. So I'm hoping he's able to get better. And I'm also happy that we have Doué, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, like the attack is crazy. And I feel like it's funny because so both Zabarni and then I forgot who on I think it was Eldritch on Leverkusen.
Mhm.
got sent off. Yeah, when it
Elbowed
was
the guy in the
10v10,
face.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the flow was insane. More space for the players to move around. They're about to go around, so I'm happy. We're actually currently second in Liga, only because of Chevalier, who led in a few kind of BS goals. Um, but overall, I'm happy. Just the only thing I'm worried about is on the right back side. We don't have really anyone to replace Hakimi.
Mm.
He's been playing like a lot, and he's leaving in December for AFCON. So who knows what happens there? Will he get hurt there? Who knows? So overall, I'm thinking I'm happy with the current start. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say, because of the last few seasons, I am just so cautiously optimistic about everything that happens with my team. But beating Atletico 4-0 was incredible. In the manner we did it, I mean, I do sometimes wish things could be more spaced out. Like as Caleb was saying, like game management is something Mikel Arteta always stresses. But these score lines are phenomenal, and if they can keep it going in the league, like you do have to win the basic games. Um, and I don't know, I'm excited. I mean, Gabriel is looking like probably one of the best, or if not the best center back in the world, only because of his offensive opportunity, like output as well. He's insane. Look, if they stay healthy, and we always say this every single year, but if they find a way to stay healthy, it could look really good. I mean, I can't will myself to say anything definitive because this team's come in second 3 times in a row, but who knows? Everyone's talking
Honestly,
good stuff.
I think it's theirs to lose. And even before, like during the summer when Liverpool had all their signings and whatnot, kept saying, I think for me, Arsenal's going to win the league. I didn't see Liverpool. I thought it was too many new players once and too difficult for them to all like gel at once. So and on the defense, it wasn't that good. Konate is good, but he has some like lapses. And if you look at Arsenal squad, every single position has in like almost as good player. If you go from the keeper, left backs, fullbacks,
True.
center backs,
Everyone's interchangeable.
everything. So they have the squad for both Champions League, for the Prem, for the cups. And also, I want to hear your thoughts on Gyökeres.
So
Those two goals were
they were some of the worst things I've ever seen. I've seen ASO,
oh,
ASO, AYSO, as Raph could probably tell you, is the athletic youth soccer organization that we played in the early 2000s. Well, I did because I was dad on athletic. Raph probably did something legitimate. I've scored a few of those types of goals in my lifetime, just kicking them in and get lucky. But I think that he does prove something when people say Arsenal need a nine, even though those people say like mean that they need someone who's consistently putting in goals, which is fair. The appeal of a nine is that they also always run in the channels, always give you an option, and that also takes a defender away. And for a team that's so heavy on the output offensively from the wingers, opening it up is perfect. Like if Gyökeres doesn't make an alternative run while Lewis Skelly is beaming down the middle of the pitch, Gabriel Martinelli isn't open and available to swing his body in to score that second goal. But people aren't looking at Gyökeres and saying like, and yeah, the 2 goals were obviously sweaty. I mean, they were awful to see, but he has to get them in somehow. And like at a certain point, a lot of the people that chirp forwards for like their goal scoring ability just look at the end of the season tallies. They're not actually watching all the goals. So we're gonna see. But I do think that he does something important, which is take people away from he distracts. He's like a distraction that can score. And I think that he's got a good outlook on him. And he was really funny actually in the post-game interviews. I don't know if you saw that.
I've seen with TT, but I didn't see the full clip.
Yeah, he was funny, but he was like Micah got benched. He was just like he's a funny guy. So we'll see what happens, but I don't know. I think everyone was happy to see him score, and that wasn't the way that they did with Kai Havertz, where it was kind of like almost with pity. Like he knows that he's in there to do a job, and he'll get there. But that's the beauty of Arsenal. You don't know where all the goals will come from, except you kind of do. They're coming from corner kicks.
Hey Caleb, how was your CL night? Damn, damn, damn.
Speaking
Sorry.
speaking
Well,
of,
I mean,
like
that's being rude. What about today? Were you happy to watch today? Uh oh.
Oh, damn.
I actually have something I do want to bring up though.
Come on.
What's going on with Liverpool, man? Like seriously, I think like I feel that with how they've been doing transfers for the past, well, we'll put it, maybe about a decade now.
Yeah.
They've been making smart buys. Even if they have the money, they're not just splurging it on crazy stuff, going crazy like a kid in the candy shop. But this summer, it's a bit different, a bit out of the ordinary for them, the way that they were spending money. And it's almost like they spent money but didn't have a plan
Yeah.
in a way. Because it's like you buy you buy two strikers and then you buy a 10 and then like you don't it seems like they just you bought it because you had the money to buy it. And I feel that like right now, like even when you watch if you watch some of their games, it's like it's not like clicking. And then Salah, like what's going on there too?
Yeah. I mean, when he's out of form, it really does show you like what the definition of a talisman is. Like he's out of form, the team's not performing. Because if he hits one of those goals, it changes the entire complexion of the match. Because to your point, like they went and they bought a lot of offensive players. And Raph, your concern about PSG ties into this as well. While defense is obviously less interesting in terms of what draws people, it's really important to have a solid foundation. Even Arsenal, who are performing really well, they're having a phenomenal, even better than their
Yeah,
offensive output. They're having such a good
100%.
season defensively. They were on
Yeah.
track at least to beat Mourinho's record from like 2004.
Yeah.
So I think that what Liverpool gets right in their transfers is oftentimes not just like picking the players shrewdly and, being choosy, but also getting the balance right. They get players in when they don't always need them, but it fits. Like when they get like Gakpo, they still had tons of people in his position, but they wanted him. It's not the first time they've done this, but they are doing it on such a scale they're only buying the superstars. And Liverpool develop the stars, I think. They don't always buy the full finalized product, if that makes any sense.
The fair
Like that's
assessment.
why the resale value is so much higher because they do develop these players more consistently.
And my question is, if you're the manager, do you obviously like we have Isaac and Ekitike. Ekitike has been going crazy when he plays. He normally scores. Isaac has been a bit more difficult for him. Do, would you start both and bench Salah? Would you start Ekitike and then bench your record signing? Like how would you handle that?
I mean, I would say that you can't play the two. I don't bench Salah because he's really the last like link to old Liverpool. When I was watching the Madrid game earlier this week, there's one. I think Carvajal's the only player left from like the days of old, right? Like you do
Yeah,
need some veterans from a successful period. That's why Arsenal has no veterans. We didn't have a successful period long enough for anyone to still be playing, except for
I mean that Virgil.
Of
Yeah.
course, they got Virgil and they got Mo,
Yeah,
but like
Yeah.
Virgil is more dependent on a partnership with Konate. Like his positioning is phenomenal. He's a wonderful defender, but that's a partnership, right? Especially the way they play it. And Salah can be put on an island a little bit when he gets going on his wing. So, but I don't think you bench Salah because he's been in poor forms before. That's what superstars do. They play themselves out of poor form. If you let them rot on the bench and he's 33, it's going to be harder and harder for him to return the edge. Like, I don't know. Caleb, what do you think?
Yeah, like I think it's just kind of one of those things where I think they're trying to figure out how the system works now that they have these new players. And I think I think that's kind of with Salah is that they need to like figure like he's learning, he's trying to like understand what is my role in this system. Now we got these people in, maybe we have to switch things up a little bit. And there's a lot of tweaking going on. And normally with championship teams, even we've seen it with City and their kind of dynasty, if we'll call it that. Like they weren't they were obviously like bringing in new players, but they weren't buying like a whole new attack or like a whole new midfield. They may be
True.
spending like they're splashing money, but they're splashing like one attacker, one midfielder, like one
Yeah.
defender, or something like that, or maybe two defenders. Remember when Pep was going through buying like a center back every year for like
yeah,
5, 6 years straight.
You know,
But like like keeping 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 the team relatively intact. And I feel like with them, they brought in a whole ton of new players, which is great for obviously you got to keep it fresh. And even like Sir Alex talked about this, Pep did this a lot. A lot of great coaches where they have sustained periods is they try to rotate the players to keep the mentality fresh as well. And like I feel like okay, maybe there that's maybe what was part of the part of like what was going on there. But at the same time, you have too many new pieces in like this vehicle, and then we're trying to figure out how to make it run. And I just think that it's a little bit of growing pains. I think they'll obviously figure it out because there's too much quality on the pitch. Like there's too much quality on the pitch for them to not figure it out. Even the Galacticos won one UCL. Like at the end of the day, they figured it out. Like I don't know. I just like I feel like it's just like beginning this like not obviously we're in October and we're end of October, but like there this might be just a slower start than we were all anticipating
Right,
coming out of the dominance that we saw last season.
right.
There's one thing. I actually don't think they won a UCL because I know
I was
R9
just
never
gonna say that.
R9 never
I
won.
didn't think they did
Yeah, because
either.
they're like
Zidane and them won. Or was that the summer before?
Zidane won in
Does it count?
in like
Oh
I think it
two.
was yeah 02. So that was before.
Does it count? Okay, does it count? Okay, well,
Yeah.
okay, then I lied. They didn't win, but that's also kind of then falls into.
Yes. I hope it happens for Liverpool.
Yeah,
Um.
I know, but yeah, but kind of similar situation though. They went a bit
Yeah.
crazy. Papa Perez came in as president. That was it. I think that was his. That's what he Isn't that what he ran on? He goes and he says he's like, yeah, I'm gonna. I don't. He's like, yeah, I want to get like Brazilian R9. He's like, I want to get R9. Everyone was like, what the heck is this guy on about?
Got him.
And got him, and then he just was like, okay, more, more, and then they ended up not winning a whole ton of stuff, and
Yeah.
then he got voted.
So, I mean, we are in October, which is fair. But if you look back now at the summer transfer window, I know Newcastle got clowned for having like one of the most like just unbelievable runs of being rejected of all time. It was actually kind of sad, but eh, Mark Gahey not getting over the line to Liverpool is the biggest impact miss, I think, of the summer. Because if he's there, it completely changes their whole team defensively. But because he's not, one injury to one player and it's over, right? Because I mean, they've already lost the young guy to a
Yeah.
pretty
Leone.
serious injury, right?
Yeah,
Like I think he's out all season now.
Yeah. ACL.
is he?
And now they have two center backs. That's a frightening position in October, right?
Yeah,
So
Hey man, there's Joe Gomez.
yeah. I was about to say this. Joe Gomez.
Don't sleep. Don't sleep.
Don't sleep, man.
yeah,
FIFA 19 legend, man.
honestly, that's true. Let me get Lukaku on the line as well if we're playing that game.
Yeah, no, I wonder if I mean I guess now we'll see if Slot has what it takes to make him work. Yeah.
Defending a title,
Hmm.
completely different than winning one.
Yeah,
Not that I'd know,
And he
but
won it with Klopp's team, if we're honest. Like he
true.
wasn't. I mean, I guess they did play a bit differently. It wasn't as much of like the super like tense pressing like Klopp.
I was gonna pose a question. I know they spent a lot of money in the summer, a lot of money. Do we think they make like a cheap emergency move in January?
I mean, maybe, but like I think that the issue is that there are no cheap moves in January.
Yeah,
Like if
that's
you're
true.
an old player, you're settled into a team for the most part in the middle of the season. If you're a young player, that's going to cost you an arm or a leg in January. Like it's going to be hard to do that because I'm also thinking like what midfielder, what defender is like would go in the middle of the season and completely like change their whole thing up. Like in England, that's not going to be cheap anywhere. And I don't know if they're going to buy a defender outside of England because they need him to be good hitting the ground running.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know because yeah, I mean it's been kind of dire. I mean they're playing like Soboslai at right back, right? So it's
Yeah.
it's it's
Yeah.
uh it's it's not the best situation for them. I think offensively they have enough depth with. I mean, even though Salah's gonna leave for AFCON, I mean maybe Rio with Moha gets more playing time. We'll see.
If anyone was going to pronounce that one right,
Yeah, apologize. Apologies. But I think City is also like people was talking about Liverpool, Arsenal. I think City is also creeping up as well.
They're always there.
Yeah,
Well, they're never far behind,
yeah,
but like they just need one poor run of form and they're kind of out of it. Like they already feel out of it in some ways because it's just early. I don't know. If Holland gets an injury, their whole team shifts. He's been a massive source of
yeah.
goals for them
That's true.
in a different way. Like not it, I mean, his first season he was a huge source of goals, but they also had a lot of firepower behind it. Now, if he goes, I don't know, right? Because they used to have Alvarez. If he
Alvarez, yeah,
went down, like they don't have, the thing. It's just balance, right? It's
Yeah.
just it's really all about that. And I think that, but Pep knows, like
Mm.
Pep obviously is aware of what's going on. It's just City stinks.
Yeah.
And they're just because they wouldn't they? They freaking would win it again.
The thing is
hope
though,
not.
it's not with even like with like when they had Alvarez and like he still was what he still scored like what 15 something 15 20 goals or
Yeah,
something.
he put in a lot. He
Yeah, he
did.
put in a lot. He put in a full shift. Like he
Enough that Atletico de Madrid bought him for 90
$90 million. They're like this. We want your back
euros, 90 million euros.
euros. Yeah, euros.
It's
Yeah,
even worse. We're talking like a
yeah,
hundred,
no,
hundred
hundred
million
something,
dollars.
$100 million. Yeah, and they're just like, yeah, like we even though we want your backup striker, man. Like that's just like shows
Crazy.
just the this is a greed they talk about in the Bible, man. Like this is so
Yeah.
absurd.
I wonder if he leaves Atletico. Because he's like like the meme of like the Bugatti in the shady garage.
Right.
That meme, yeah. I think that's him for me. Like he, I think personally that they don't deserve him, and I don't know why he went to play under Simeone, who's like
So defensive.
yeah, like the haram ball fucking chief.
Oh yeah, he's quite a godfather of that kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, did you hear about his complaint about the showers?
Where
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Diego
Only put
Simeone
water
was
in it.
like, "This is unacceptable. Arsenal cut our hot water off in our training room,"
you
and
talk about the Emirates.
what had happened was Arsenal told them, "Hey, we have like scheduled maintenance. It'll be done by 7:15," and it was. But at like 7:10, he got on his players on a bus and he was like, "Go shower at the hotel. This is despicable. This is unacceptable." He made a big stink, and Arsenal was like, "You knew this was happening, and it was done before your players would even need to shower." Basically, it was like the trainer showed up an hour early, tested the water. They're like, "No hot water," and he was like, "This is why we're gonna lose." I mean, I've never seen I think it was the largest win margin of any team against a Simeone side since he took over. Um,
PSG beat BM 4-0 in LA over the summer during the Club
all right.
World Cup. So
Huh?
second time.
Oh, cool. No way. And how did it go in the Cup Fairs Cup of 1973? If we're gonna say, numbers,
Right, right,
we're
right, right, right.
going. Actually, they beat them by a huge margin in that cup that no one cared about in the summer. I thought you were gonna say like in Epcot or Disneyland or something. I genuinely thought you
Let's
were. No,
let's calm
cool.
down. Let's calm down.
I'm kidding. But PSG, of course, I mean, I don't know. That seems like a different, yeah, whatever. I'll give it to you. PSG is the best.
Bro, Nuno Mendes, best left back in the world. He's that
That's
that
true. Except for
that, that
Chiellini,
guy
obviously.
that guy is so good. He's defensively, offensively, he dribbles like a winger. He can defend. He shoots free kicks.
Yeah,
Crazy.
crazy. Where was he before PSG? Where did they get him from?
He was Sporting.
He was at Sporting.
Sporting. Yeah, yeah,
That makes
Pretty sure
sense.
he was at Sporting.
yeah. Sporting.
Yeah, he was at Sporting. Yeah.
Sporting, who, like, I mean, they also had a very interesting Champions League game. No one was going to watch it, but it was really
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, there were so many red cards this match week. It was insane.
because they were
Insane.
down 1-0, and Marseille got a red, and then they were able to score two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one in like the 87th minute. It's weird though, like the stadium wasn't packed, and you'd think that every Champions League match it would be.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, I mean, I didn't watch.
Yeah, I mean, I flip around. When Arsenal aren't gonna be playing, I'll flip around and I watched it and I was like, yeah, it's weird. It's not fully packed. Same thing with Italy. Like you watch it and the areas behind the keepers are empty sometimes.
But yeah, Italy, I feel like whenever I watch a Serie A match, there's always like a whole stand that's like banned for like ultras and being racist or
Yeah,
whatever. Like there's always some shit going on over there.
Yeah, but they should put a sign up like they did during COVID, just like, hey, this section is blocked for violence, as opposed to just here are a bunch of empty seats, such a
Yeah.
buzzkill. Oh my God. Yeah, I haven't really thought about AFCON, even though it's gonna be more exciting than anything that's gonna happen in the World Cup, probably.
Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to Morocco
Oh,
in December. Gonna watch Ivory Coast, Cameroon, which is I think who else is in our group? Uh, and Gabon. So people playing Aubameyang, and then forgot who's the fourth team. But yeah, should be interesting. I think the favorite right now is probably Morocco. I mean, they won the under 20 World Cup in Chile last week. They beat, or 2 weeks ago, they beat France. They beat Argentina in the final. So they're, and I think most of the players are like developed in Morocco. So they've been putting a lot of money in their formation. Mm. So yeah, man, it should be good. It should be a good like kind of like tester for the World Cup to see like the teams kind of mesh and prepare for the World Cup.
Yeah. Here's a question. You made me think of it because of Aubameyang. Is there another player either of you guys can think of that's like no doubt, without a question, he'll be playing for the national team until he retires? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
also, it's incredible that there's not another, hasn't been since Aubameyang, another player from Gabon who's like lit up anything. And I
I know
like,
there's one guy on LAFC. Is it LAFC? Yeah, Denis Bouanga. He plays with Sun now and Lloris. I mean he's good, but like obviously not playing in Europe. But besides that, I mean, I know there used to be I think he's still there. Mario Lemina. He played for Juve. He played in the Prem. I forgot. I think
yeah, he's
for
playing.
Wolves for
Yeah,
Wolves.
yeah, I know that.
I think he's in Turkey now or Greece or
I
somewhere
think
around
he's in
there.
Turkey.
Yeah.
By the way, did you guys know that I think like Andy Cole or well, Andy Cole, I think just got let go from Indonesia. You see that?
No, I
But
didn't see that.
Dwight York, I think, manages like a very obscure team, like a national team that I'm
Interesting.
blanking on now. I think it's like Cape Verde, but it's not Cape Verde.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not getting ready.
Hey, let's check. Trinidad,
Interesting.
Trinidad.
Yeah.
Trinidad. Interesting.
Well, I'm sorry to everyone in Cape Verde and Trinidad. I'm sure somehow, for some reason, they both hate each other.
I think he's from there originally.
Yeah,
Escaping.
he is.
Yeah, I would get
Yeah.
yeah.
Trinidad. He's from
I mean,
Trinidad.
it's not like Steve McLaren who's just like, you know what,
Yeah.
Nick? And he's nice. Like, I'm sure there's actual a tie there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, one thing that sorry to get a little off topic, but have you guys been watching any of Bayern, like any of the Bundesliga?
I mean, I know they've been lighting it up, but I can't say that I've actually been watching their matches.
Like obviously like like I always like watching a lot of their watching the games, but like just like they've been putting companies sometimes been putting Harry Kane in the 10.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God,
haven't watched
man.
full games, but I've been seeing clips of just
It's
his vision, his ball distribution is crazy. The guy
it's
driving in solo, it's like a six sometimes. It's insane.
Yeah, he was in one of these games. He dropped all the way. He dropped
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the way
yeah.
last half to pick it up. Like it's just yeah. I don't know. I feel like that he's just playing around. He's just playing around now. Like this is crazy. Like that's crazy.
There are some really exciting teams that could go far in the Champions League. Bayern obviously included in them, like for their attacking power. I mean, Kane is having probably his best season. Putting him at the 10 is pretty genius. But I'm sure he also is doing that because he's a little bit older. I'm sure if Potch was like, "Hey, could you play the 10?" He'd be like, "No, what are you talking about?"
I mean, and he's still scoring goals. He's still like
Yeah,
he has
I know
like
he's
20,
nailing
12
it.
and
20.
set 12 and 7.
Yeah,
Just
It's
like
crazy.
ridiculous.
ridiculous. 12 and 7 with 3 assists. Like he's been doing his thing, and it's like obviously like it's Bayern. Like they're obviously an elite club, but and they're in the Bundesliga. But just like the level of consistency that they've been showing, and obviously like the past few years they've been dominant, but it hasn't been to the levels that we saw like what was it 20 yeah 2020 yeah
That's funny. Yeah, yeah. That's when they
in
won the
2020 like it's nothing
sextuple.
Yeah, it's acceptable. Like
Yeah.
it's nowhere near that level. So it's just nice to kind of see company come in with just like the kind of fresh ideas and bring in and just like kind of just saying, hey, like screw it, let's just try something. Let's just try something new. And it's working. And I think that hopefully like with them, it really like kind of comes down. Well, it's for a lot of teams, but for them, it really comes down to injuries because right, just like we know the name, we know the group of people who are there. A lot of injury prone players, like a lot
I
of them.
mean, I saw apparently Musiala's coming back. Well, Musiala is back
Yeah.
uh, training, so which is a good sign.
I
Oh,
mean,
Michael Olise has been
Oh, man.
that is crazy as well.
Oh,
he's really, I mean, he is class. He was class. There are some players who genuinely just light up the Prem, and you're like, oh yeah, like they could just dominate any other league. I mean, Semenyo's next, by the way.
Oh yeah,
oh
oh
I
yeah,
yeah.
don't know where he's
yeah, yeah.
going. If he doesn't get bought by Chelsea for some ungodly reason, I have such
Hope
that's such
not.
a fear of mine. I
I
would
really
hate
hope
that.
not.
I hope
Yeah,
not too.
I wonder who would buy him.
Who outside of the Prem would buy him, you think?
Yeah,
Outside of the Prem, I'm trying to think because like
like
we're thinking we might use him for for one of the wingback positions. So
What are you saying?
yeah,
I'm
that sounds
tweaking. I'm tweaking.
horrendous.
Well, I'm tweaking. Wait, so,
Yeah, you are.
for the tens, for the tens. Sorry,
Are you? Oh, sorry. Are you thinking of Semedo? Nelson
I
Semedo?
got, sorry, I got commit. Yes, I was thinking Semedo. I was thinking Nelson
Also,
Semedo. Semedo, yes, we're thinking
the
buying him
thought
for
that
the
he wants
tens.
to go to you now, I feel like your wingers are for the 10 too. Why would you?
We don't use wingers. We don't have wingers in our system. It's tens.
Okay, well then he should not go to you. I mean, he can go.
Do that, or he could be a wingback. Which
I mean, I could see
our
Bayern
wingbacks are
getting
our
him.
wingbacks are
PSG could
wingers.
get him.
But Bayern, I mean, they already have
They have
they have
so
like
many.
Luis Diaz on the left. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they already have
like
so
they
many.
win. PSG, there's like a thousand wingers.
I mean, if an Italian team went in for him, that would be like a big, big money buy, I feel like. Um, or he goes for a really high fee to like a mid-table team. If that makes any sense. Like some players will
But
just go to like West Ham for
They get
$70
money.
million dollars and do
but I
nothing.
don't think that move makes much sense
No,
for
I
him.
know. It doesn't really
It's
make
like
any
it's
sense
just one
for
of
him.
these.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
moving this. You're not doing this.
Honestly, Bournemouth is a great team. Like if they depending on where they finish this year, like, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, he's not going to Arsenal, sadly.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Give him Martinelli or Trossard and get some menu in exchange.
By the way, you know how much I love Martinelli. He's playing well
He is.
because he's just getting few people are seeing him less, so he's got better like quality per viewing.
I mean,
And that's really
the goal
working to his
yesterday
benefit.
or 2 days ago, one touch, boom, clean.
That was
But
beautiful.
I mean, Raph, you know this. That's vintage Martinelli. If we're honest with each other, like he is that kind of a square the hips, technical. Like he's electric in certain ways. I don't know. I'm biased. I love Martinelli, but yeah, if he can score like 10, 15, anytime he puts double digits, we're in a shout for trophies for whatever reason. Like he just has a solid little pocket about. But also, he's the best deal that Arsenal's ever gotten, probably. 7 million for a fourth division
Oh
Brazilian.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So we'll see. Honestly, the biggest thing is Raya. David Raya looks phenomenal, but if he gets hurt, it's scary. I feel like every other team has actual like you really want. You said like, oh, it's fine if he like Raya could go out. You really would like Kepa in there.
Kepa, yeah. I mean, he's a better number two than most teams have, to be honest. Like
Yeah, that's what I was.
he's been number one for other clubs. So I mean, yeah, it's not that ideal, but it's not it could be worse.
It
Could
could
be
be
worse.
it could be
Is what
much
I'll
worse. It
say.
could be
Yeah.
much worse, man.
Right. Actually, we should take your word on it. It can be one choice. Although your new keeper, is playing quite well.
Yeah.
No,
Congrats,
I can't even lie
Ben
about it.
Lemons.
Yeah, like when I was watching our games, watching his first game, I like I almost forgot what just having like I don't care about these tactical like oh we're gonna bring the keeper into the defensive line. He's gonna be doing all this. I forgot how nice it is to just have someone who can just stop shots.
catches it out of the
Catch
air.
it. Just like run up and catch it. None of this. Like this gives me PTSD. Like
That's
I
when
like
Arsenal had a terrible defensive line like a few years ago, and we play like passed around from the back. You get that like feeling, right? You get the squeaky bum time. And
yeah.
I feel like you realize how terrified you are of your goalkeeper when they just do basic things, and you're like, "Oh, right, this is what just a normal goalkeeper does."
Literally,
He doesn't
literally.
find a way to kick it in the back of his own net.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, the sweeper keeper stuff. What did Sean Dyche say? Utter woke nonsense.
Yeah.
And I think it's like for certain, how do I put this? For certain systems, it works out very well. Like for the reason why for like let's say Pep, why he has specific like keepers to do that specific type of thing is because it works for his system. For us, like with Amarim, he doesn't like. I don't know if you've seen like how he's been trying to have us play out the back, but we're skipping the entire first phase. We're not playing. We're not playing through the back. We're booting it up top to Sesko, get it, and then we handle it from there. Like from our opponents from our attacking third. So we don't need to have a guy trying to like bring it into the defensive line, create create a numerical advantage and all this other stuff. Like kind of a little bit of some Brexit ball, but like it gets the job. It helps us get the job done. Like I think that I feel like I've never felt I haven't felt this secure. Literally, I haven't felt this secure. Like in terms of watching a keeper play since DDG. Like yeah, because oh no, that wasn't it, man. That wasn't that was
Or
not.
biting deer.
Oh
The
yeah,
biting deer guy was bad too.
oh yeah,
He was not
yeah
good.
he was trash too.
Yeah.
It was back to back like him. Like, oh my god, don't even get me started about that cup.
Yeah, you couldn't get it right.
Couldn't get it right. We couldn't get it right. But like I feel like we made a good decision. A good decision with him. He's also young. He seems like he's I like you know how there's a stereotype with goalkeepers that they're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personality, in terms of personality, he isn't he doesn't remind in terms of personality only. Like he's not a Barthez. We're like Barthez was crazy as hell. He gives me kind of like Van der Sar vibes in terms of how he carries himself. Like he's just kind of not he doesn't smile. He's not getting angry.
It's poised. Yeah,
He's
she's
just
much more
poised.
poised. Yeah.
And then that makes me feel like that makes me feel so calm. But also I'm seeing like in terms of our defense, they are they seem a lot more at ease.
True.
And that like allows us to play like when everyone's calmer, like it seems there's less chaos like going on and he seems like a good and also like he's young, he's like from I watched an interview with him earlier this week and he seems like he's very like focused. He's like, here's how he has a clear style of like how he likes to defend the goal, how he fits in tactically, explain that and everything. So I think he's a good fit, and I feel like it's a good buy for the amount of money we spent.
Good. All right. Well, Caleb, even though you've literally never disapproved of anyone Man United's bought, this one's
Oh wait, no,
proven.
no, no, no. I have a
Well,
list. I have a list.
during the fact, I don't think so.
During, I mean,
You can't play hindsight.
okay, okay, I can't play hindsight. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I would, well, because I like my thing is though is like I want to, we buy someone, I want to support them and be like, hey, I don't. Here's what I think we should be doing. Like I don't know what you thought you were doing. Like remember that summer where we were like, okay, we got a great team. We got Marcus on the left. Now let's buy another winger and let's put someone on the right.
Sure.
And then we bought Sancho. And then Sancho comes in and he's like, "Oh yeah, can I play on the left?" And they're like, "Well, we bought you to play on the right." He's like, "Well, I don't play on the right." That's literally what happened. Like that I'm happy that we haven't done that. We haven't done that in two transfer windows. like
Yeah. Wow,
like
what
I'm
a
so
wonderful, remarkable.
like no literally like I feel like I've been in an abusive relationship. I forgot what it was. I forgot what it's like to have a competent boy.
Yeah.
Like this is
Who
crazy.
knew? I didn't know this was possible.
I didn't know. I was like, I didn't know you guys could actually do research
It's
before.
been so long.
It's been so long. Like the thing that people like United fans always talk about is like once the Glazers came in, like Fergie and them were still there for a good bit, and so like we weren't able to see like all the BS behind the scenes because of how competent the team was and how
Right.
competent like the management structure was. But then once that left, then that's when all the clowns got in there. So like it's just kind of now it's nice to see like a how like Ineos doing a good job. Like it seems they have a plan. They're very vocal. They'll talk to like I don't know like I don't know for you all's like how how vocal you all's teams like in terms of your management teams like how often they are like how
Speaking
vocal
of
they are about
media
their
and stuff.
plans. Yeah,
Hmm.
and like kind of just
Yeah.
keeping you like abreast of stuff. Like like we used to hear nothing at all. Like we so it's kind of nice to have like with Ineos being in.
You really are like from an abusive relationship.
Oh,
Everything you're saying, you're
literally.
like, she's communicating with me. She makes me feel seen.
Like literally,
She pays for my players.
like I've never, like I'm telling you, man, it's like this is an abusive relationship. Like I remember like watching, oh God, like I remember like when I was in high school watching Mourinho ball, and we would score one, and then I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm like, we're up, let's get it,
Yeah.
and then we just like sit in a low block, then we then we give up two
No,
goals.
I remember that was
You remember that
dark.
was heinous, bro?
That was dark. That was very very dark
Dark
times.
times. And then it's like him beefing with Paul Pogba in like public, like all this crazy stuff going on, man. Like it's just now, like I guess it's nice to see, like nice to see, like we don't have as many. I'm not gonna call them bad actors. Like people get mad or angry at each other for different things, but like it's nice to see a team be a team, and
Hmm.
I haven't seen that in a while, so like I almost don't know how to act. So, but I think yeah, like I guess I'm optimistic. I'm
It
optimistic.
is. I think one of probably the best signing is Acuna.
Oh,
I think he's
Yeah.
he's so important. He's just the way he's able to hold the ball, just the attitude, the vision. He brings like a different attitude to United. I feel like before it was kind of like all like everyone seemed like depressed and like
yeah.
sad. Um, he's like trying to bring like some more certain vigor to the team that wasn't there. So yeah, man. I mean, we'll see. I mean, we're saying all this. It's been 2 wins. It's not like you guys have been putting
Oh
out like
yeah,
All
a
I'm
right.
not saying.
That reminds me. Thank you so much, Raph. So, yes, I'll tell you a small little story to sort of wrap up the episode. Um,
piece.
my brother-in-law, great guy and a big Giants fan, New York Giants fan. He recently was telling me how it's okay. He goes, you know what? It's okay if you want to hop on the bandwagon. 2 wins. The Giants have won twice. And Caleb, when you started this episode, I just heard his voice because that's exactly you. For the first time in Emrim's entire career, you've won 2 times in a row, which is the bare minimum for any manager ever. If
It's like
it's
a party.
literally Scunthorpe
Crazy.
United or Manchester United, both are expected to win 2 on the trot. That's not even a trot, by the way. That's just a step. I don't know what everyone should
No,
call it.
I know. That's what I mean. Like I feel
Here
like
for you.
Yeah,
Little cup for
thank you,
you.
brother.
congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you, brothers.
Um,
Yeah.
all right, I think we should wrap soon. It's just it's been an hour. But yeah, thank you everyone, and we'll be back soon with another episode. Peace.